Welcome to the Program Support Grant presentation. My name is Janet Ellison, and I am the Grants and Administrator here at Broward Cultural Division.
My name is Siri Larkins, and I am a Grant Specialist at the Broward Cultural Division.
We would like to thank you for joining us today as we walk through an overview of the Program Support Grant.
Before we begin, you can find all this information on our website, www.broward.org/arts. We have a full set of guidelines where you can learn more about the Program Support Grants. In this presentation, we'll provide a comprehensive overview of the Program Support Grant and will cover the following key areas: an introduction to the Program Support Grant, an overview of the grant process, step-by-step guidance on how to apply. We'll discuss supporting materials and where to find them, and provide helpful tips for completing your application successfully.
One of the key features of the Program Support Grant is that it provides project-based support. So what does that mean? It means that the grant is designed to fund specific artistic and cultural projects or activities, not general operating costs.
Projects can be small or large, new or ongoing. We want to see ideas that make a difference. Whether you're planning a community theater performance, a public art installation, a cultural heritage festival, or a series of art workshops, this grant is here to help make that project happen.
The focus is to support programming that engages the public, build community through the arts, and increases access to cultural experiences throughout Broward County.
So, if you have a creative idea that benefits the public and enhances our cultural landscape, this grant could be the boost you need to bring it to life.
The grant funding process is broken down in 6 phases. Phase 1, application. Once your application is submitted, our staff will conduct a technical review to verify information in your application and ensure that your organization is eligible to receive funding.
Phase 2, the panel review. Your application will be scored by a citizen review panel comprising individual art enthusiasts and art and cultural professionals who will evaluate your application using the criteria outlined in our guidelines. The panel review is held virtually and open to the public. Please note, statements, questions, or discussions are not permitted between grantees and panelists before, during, or after panel meetings.
Phase 3, the agreement. If your application is recommended for funding, you will receive an agreement, and the application will serve as the outline of your grant agreement. We encourage you to read the agreement in its entirety, as well as the terms and conditions.
Phase 4, funding. Once all parties have executed the agreement and the division has received all required documentation, we will initiate the process of releasing funds. Your organization will receive a one-time upfront payment issued either by check or direct deposit. Please be advised that the disbursement may take up to 30 days to be processed and received. Phase 5,
programmatic site visit. In this phase, the division will conduct a programmatic evaluation. A staff member, a cultural council member, or a county commissioner may attend your event. The purpose of this is to observe how your program is implemented, how it engages the community, and how it aligns with your grant goals. Remember, the division needs 4 tickets per event for our representatives.
Phase 6, the project report. At the end of your project period, you'll be required to submit an online project report. This report gives the division an update on your progress, shows how funds were actually used compared to your original budget, and helps us demonstrate the impact of county investment in arts and culture. It's critical to keep accurate records. Missing or incomplete records may affect your eligibility for future funding. Please note, project reports are due October 30th of each grant cycle.
It is important to remain mindful of all program deadlines. Additional information is available on our website. Remember, the Program Support Grant cycle runs from October 1st through September 30th each year, and grantees are required to complete their projects within this period.
To be eligible for program support, your organization must meet the following criteria. Be a nonprofit, tax-exempt organization in good standing, have a corporate address located in Broward County, ensure that your project or program takes place in Broward County within the implementation period. Programming must take place in Broward County. Please note that only one application is allowed per cycle. If you are regional or a new applicant, we encourage you to review the guidelines for additional information regarding eligibility criteria.
There are several restrictions to be aware of. The funding cannot be used for the following: activities that are not open to the public, grants to individuals, including artists, schools, colleges, or child care centers, fundraisers, religious programming, or lobbying, construction, major capital purchases, or public art installations. Municipalities which are not eligible for this category.
There are 3 funding tiers available through the program support grant: $15,000, $10,000, and $5,000. Each one is based on the total cost of your project or event. To apply for the $15,000 category, your total project budget must be at least $30,000 or more. You also need to provide a minimum 1-to-1 cash match. To qualify for the $10,000 category, your event or project budget must be a minimum of $20,000 or more. You'll also need to provide a minimum 1-to-1 cash match for this category. And finally, the $5,000 category. This option is great for smaller projects with more limited budgets. Your total project budget must be at least $5,000 or more. There is no mandatory match requirement at this level, but you will still need a solid budget. If you're applying for the first time, you'll need to submit an application in the $5,000 category for your first year. Keep in mind, the match requirement for the $15,000 and $10,000 categories may change depending on how the panel rates your application.
Matching funds can come from a variety of sources, including your organization's general revenue, public and private grants, contributions from a board or corporations, and earned income like ticket sales. Before applying, make sure your budget and funding sources match the requirement of your chosen grant tier. Check the guidelines on our website for more detailed explanation of matching funds.
Here's how to find the program support application on our website. Step 1, navigate to our website. You can find it at broward.org/arts. Step 2, once you're on the page, click on Grants and Funding. Step 3, choose Program Support. This will take you to the main page with all the details about the grant, including eligibility, deadlines, and the application process. Step 4, look for the application link. Once the application period opens, you'll see a button or a link that says something like Apply Now or Program Support Application. Step 5, this link will take you to Submittable. If it's your first time using Submittable, you'll need to create an account. If you've applied before, just log in and get started.
Completing the application via Submittable. Before starting your application, click Manage Collaborators in the upper right-hand corner. This allows you to share your submission with others in your organization. Note, collaborators must have a Submittable account. The application is organized into several main sections: applicant information, budget and financials, project narrative and artistic merit, community benefit, organizational capacity, and last, you have attachments and compliance. We'll review each section as I highlight common mistakes as well as strategies to improve your answers. The applicant information. This section is straightforward but very important. Your corporate name and address must match your sunbiz.org registration. Email and phone. Please double check for typos. All follow-ups will be handed through Submittable. Primary contact. This can be a project manager, grant writer, or individual completing an application. Select your district. Use the Broward GIS tool if you're uncertain. click on the blue link in the instructions area, enter your address, and your commission district will appear. Select regional if your organization is outside of Broward County. Enter your EIN number for charity check.
A few pointers for filling out the applicant info. Use a professional email address. The primary contact should be available and responsive throughout the grant cycle. Your organization must be listed as active on Sunbiz. Inactive organizations will be disqualified.
Budget and financials. This section of the application focuses on budget and financials, which includes selecting a grant tier, providing financial information on past, current, or projected expenses and income for your overall organization, completing a budget narrative and budget form for your proposed project. Clearly explain expenses like artist fees, venue rentals, marketing, and administrative overhead. And show all revenue sources, including admissions, grants, sponsorships, and donations.
Reviewers are looking for financial stability and growth potential. Be realistic with your projections and avoid inflating or underestimating them. Your budget should support the narrative. If you're applying for the $10,000 or $15,000 category, you must show matching funds. Be sure to round off to the nearest dollar. Reviewers appreciate clean and clear numbers. Tips and tricks. Show diverse income sources. Don't rely solely on county funding. In the project narrative, explain how you'll deliver the project even if you receive less than requested.
Completing the budget form. Step 1, download the official budget form. You can complete this step by clicking the blue link in the application or by visiting our resource page on our website. Step 2, on the expense tab, start by entering your organization's name and the grant year at the top of the form. Step 3, there are 3 columns on the expense tab. 1 is the project budget in Broward only. 2, allocation of Broward funds. And 3, the report. Compare actual to projected allocation column. Project budget in Broward only in this area provide the total cost of your program proposed in your application. The total project budget should include matching funds. Allocation of county funds. This column is projected expenses. Indicate how much of each line item you plan to fund using a program support grant. This column should reflect the funding category, for instance, $5,000, $10,000, or $15,000. Report column. Leave this blank for now. It's completed later in the grant cycle to compare your actual expenses with your projections.
All of these line items are defined and detailed in the program support grant guidelines. Be sure to refer to the guidelines to understand what is allowed under each category. Next, let's navigate the Income tab. The Income tab should display all revenue sources, including admissions, grants, sponsorships, and donations. Indicate whether each line item is secured, pledged, pending, or planned by clicking on the drop-down box.
Project narrative and artistic merit. This section is where you share information about your program. Describe your program clearly, what's happening, when, where, and who's involved. Provide projected attendance and explain how you select artists or programming. Attach short bios with accomplishments for all key artistic personnel and provide artist websites if relevant.
Tips and tricks. Confirm venues when possible. Write an engaging story about how your program builds connections within the community. Be clear and concise. Avoid jargon and unnecessary wordiness when writing your narrative. Focus solely on the proposed project. Avoid describing your organization and past events, as there is a section in the application where you can discuss these topics.
Community benefit. This section explains why your project is essential to the Broward County community. You'll need to describe the community needs you're addressing, how your project reaches new and underserved audiences, how your program enriches Broward County cultural landscape. And lastly, you would need to describe your marketing strategies.
Tip: use both data and stories and always connect your project back to the Broward County Commission's visions, values, and goals.
Organizational capacity. Here, reviewers want to learn more about your organization. They want to see that you can establish clear, measurable goals and deadlines. In this section, you will describe 2 clear, measurable goals for the grant year and provide bios of your key staff and project leaders.
ADA and compliance. All funded events must be accessible in accordance with the ADA. Confirm whether your project is accessible. If the venue is not ADA compliant, you should focus on choosing a new venue, as all funded events must be held in an ADA compliant facility. Identify the staff person responsible for ADA compliance for your organization.
Scoring. While completing your application, remember that reviewers evaluate it based on 3 main criteria.
Artistic merit, the quality of the artist involved, originality, and the significance of the project. Organizational capacity, strength of your staff, financial stability, and your ability to successfully plan and deliver the project. Community benefit, how the project engages the community and improves access to the public. For full details on scoring criteria, please refer to the Program Support Grant Guidelines.
Submitting the application. Be sure to submit your application once you completed these sections. If you need to return to a saved application, go to submittable.com or click Resume Application on our website. Log into Submittable, go to your My Submissions page, click the Draft tab, and select Resume Application. Please remember, once your application is submitted, no further revisions can be made.
Resources. As you begin preparing your application, we encourage you to visit our resource page on the Broward Cultural Division website. There you'll find helpful tools for all our programs, including the required program budget form. Using the correct budget form is essential to ensure your application is complete and reviewed without delays.
SMU Data Arts. One important requirement for program support application is uploading your SMU Data Arts funding report. SMU Data Arts is a national organization that collects standardized financial and operational information from arts and cultural nonprofits. For this grant, you are required to upload your current SMU Data Arts funding report every application cycle. The report must reflect your organization's most recent financial data. Without it, your application will be considered incomplete. If you have any questions or need assistance completing your Data Arts profile or generating a funder's report, you should reach out directly to SMU Data Arts. They have a dedicated staff and resources to walk you through the process.
Artscalendar.com. We also want to highlight artscalendar.com. This is South Florida's largest online resource for arts and cultural events managed by the Broward Cultural Division. It's where residents and visitors go to discover concerts, festivals, exhibits, workshops, and more. As a grant recipient, it's a requirement that you post all of your funded events on artscalendar.com. In addition, you'll need to display the artscalendar.com link on your organization's website. This ensures your programs reach a wider audience and become part of the collective cultural promotion for Broward County. So remember, check our resource page for forms and attachments, and be sure your events are listed on artscalendar.com to maximize visibility and meet program requirements.
Thank you for joining us for this overview of the Program Support Grant application. We hope this presentation has helped you better understand the process and the requirements.
If you have any questions as you prepare your application, please don't hesitate to reach out to us.
Best of luck, and we can't wait to welcome you as a future grantee. Bye for now.